up, everybody? It's the Talking Panel. Welcome to another day, another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about some of the most controversial space conspiracy theories. Let's begin. Number one, the moon landing was a hoax. The granddaddy of all the space conspiracy theories videos has to be that the moon landing was faked on a soundstage. Now, the people who believe in this conspiracy theory say that the US faked the moon landing because it simply lacked the technology to take people, humans from Earth to the moon and back. Now, initiated by the then President of the United States of America, John F. Kennedy, the Apollo lunar program achieved its goal of sending a human being on the moon by the end of 1960s. And as the American president most famously said, quote, that we will not do it because it's easy, we will do it because it's difficult, unquote. But unfortunately, Kennedy wasn't alive to see Neil Armstrong take the first steps on the moon, which became a huge leap for the humanity. Nevertheless, the Apollo lunar program was very successful. 12 astronauts visited the moon in the period of 1969 to 1972. Or did they? Now, the people who claim that this moon landing expedition was a hoax claim that NASA faked the landings in order to make people believe that America has fulfilled President John F. Kennedy's dream and promise to land a man on moon by 1970. Now, there are mainly three main reasons upon which the skeptics pose this claim. Alright, number one. On the lunar landing videos, you cannot see any star in the sky. Now, in order to negate this claim, NASA says that this was because the astronaut suits and the moon surface was so reflective that it was so bright for the camera to pick up any faint stars that were in the background. Okay. Then there is another point that the theorists make, that while planting the American flag in the lunar soil, the flag appears to wave. With no air in space, how is that possible? And to this, NASA says that the astronauts rotated the flag's pole back and forth while planting it in the lunar soil so that it would remain upright. Let's just try and make do with this explanation as well. Then another point that the theorists come forward with in order to support their claim that this whole expedition was a fail, they say, why do you see the traces of astronauts in the pictures and not the traces of the landed lunar modules? Now, in order to redeem themselves, NASA says that this was because the mass of the modules was spread more evenly compared to the weight of the astronaut. They were in heavy boots, so I didn't really relate to this explanation, but leaving it up to you to really think if the moon landing that NASA claimed, and we all know the first person to walk on moon was Neil Armstrong, was that a hoax? Leaving it up to you and moving on to the next one. Now, the next space conspiracy theory is that of a dead cosmonaut. During the 1960s, the Soviet Union and the US raced to become the world leader in space exploration. Why? Because the winner would be able to claim technological superiority over the other in terms of space exploration. Now, the Soviet Union had an early edge here. In 1957, they launched Sputnik, which was the first ever man-made satellite. Then in 1961, the Soviet Union dealt the American space program another blow when Yuri became the first person to go into space. But according to Giudica Cordelia brothers from Italy, Yuri wasn't the first one into space. Hold on. How do two brothers all the way from Italy can claim that? Well, the Italian brothers had set up a listening station in Italy to intercept the communication transmissions between the ground operations and the spacecraft for both Soviet Union and the Americans. Now, we have come to the exciting part. Weeks before Gagarin's first successful flight, the brothers claimed to have detected and recorded the radio transmissions of a cosmonaut slowly dying while adrift in space. Now, if the claim was true and there was actually a dying cosmonaut in space, then how on earth did Yuri Gagarin become the first person to go into space? There obviously was a person in space who was there and he was probably dying. But of course, the Soviet Union denied the claims made by the Italian brothers, and Yuri Gagarin still remains the first person to have been to space, period. The supporters of this conspiracy theory believe that the Soviet government hid the death of the cosmonaut in space in order to preserve the country's reputation in space exploration. The truth really remains the mystery here. And the best part, the recordings are still available on the internet right now. They are pretty scary to listen to. I'm going to issue a warning here. Don't listen to the recordings at night. You might have nightmares. Good luck on your part. On to the next one. This is conspiracy theory number 3 about space, and it concerns our home planet Earth. This is the Flat Earth Society. Long story short, there are people on this planet who believe that our home planet, the Earth, is actually flat in shape. Completely flat. This myth is so popular that there is even a group of people named after it. They're a community, and they go by the name of the Flat Earther Society. Now, the members of this organization heartily believe that the horizon is always at the eye level, which according to them would not be possible if the Earth were round. And this Flat Earth Society was actually founded in 1956 by Samuel Shelton, which subscribed to the theory about the shape of Earth, which is flat. Samuel actually based his theory of this flat Earth on 2 things. Number 1 was common sense, and number 2 was personal observation. He called the scientific evidence for the globe-shaped Earth dogmatic, meaning that the scientists were putting up this claim without any actual evidence. He was so deep-rooted into this theory of flat Earth that when people showed him pictures that the Earth was round, he was adamant on his claim and said that those were fabricated and those were fake photographs or videos. Now, the critics of this society say that the people who claim that the Earth is flat are simply ignorant and don't want to see any evidence whatsoever. And to bust this claim, I'm going to say that people don't believe it. Earth is not flat, period. On to the next one and the last one of the video. This one is really an interesting one. This is the conspiracy theory of the Majestic 12 and Illuminati. Let's begin. Now, secret governments are actually a staple in the conspiracy theories. According to William L. Moore, a ufologist, Majestic 12 was actually a name given to a secret government department which was headed by the US President Harry Truman. And the purpose of this department was to deal with extraterrestrial beings, the aliens in general. Now, if you Google William L. Moore and read the claims that he puts forward for this Majestic 12 organization or department, you'd find that he was really adamant onto this. Skeptics say that the documents that were produced by William in order to support his theory were actually forged and they were not real, and say that no such department had ever existed in the US government. Who knows? Now, supposedly, the Illuminati is no different. It is again a secret organization that has ties in space. Now, of course, I'm not going to bore you with all of the hundreds and thousands of conspiracy theories regarding Illuminati. Just Google the word Illuminati and you will find everything that you'd want to read, know, and understand about Illuminati. Some people say the Illuminati is an organization to which all of the secret government officials report to. Now, in what is possibly the strangest theory on this list, some people actually believe that the Illuminati are the descendants of the union between humans and the extraterrestrial reptilian race. According to this theory, these hybrid descendants have infiltrated all of the highest levels in all of the governments around the world. And the goal of this organization ranges from the simple world domination to preparing the earth for extraterrestrial colonization. You heard it right, and you heard it first here on this channel. Weird. The believers of this theory are so clear in their claim that they even say that the Illuminati are so intelligent and that they are so effective that they have supposedly erased all of the evidence of their existence and that they are hiding behind plain doors. Who knows that you might have conversed with an Illuminati member. This was all about today's video. Trust me when I say that when I was researching for these theories, it was actually mind-boggling, you guys. There are literal people on the internet and off the internet who hardcore believe in these theories. I'm not gonna lie, you might have heard. This Illuminati theory is something that I've even heard a lot of people talk about. Shane Dawson was the first person maybe when I heard him talk about Illuminati, and I would highly recommend you watch the videos of Shane Dawson when he talks about the conspiracy theories. This Illuminati thing is so damn popular that it's actually mind-wrenching. So I'm gonna leave you here. I'll see you very soon. Bye.